Hi, everybody. I'm here with Jim Earl, Dave Ronitz, and Ron Placone. Hello, fellas.
Howdy.
Jimmy.
So what are we talking about today? So everybody, we made a big deal about the DNC election and that they chose the corporatists, and now they want the progressives to unify. No, how about you pick the progressive because you guys just lost. In fact, the establishment Democrats are wiped out coast to coast, and you know that. You've heard me say it a million times. They lost 69 out of 100 state houses. They lost the Congress. They lost the Senate. They lost to the most unpopular politician in the history of the world, Donald Trump, who only had a 37% approval rating on the day he beat the Democrat. And so one of the things Barack Obama did was he instituted a rule, no corporate lobby money. Debbie Wasserman Schultz repealed it. And the Democrats are like, hey, since we got our ass handed to us by trying to be just like Republicans, by, getting in bed with Wall Street and big business and the military-industrial complex and expanding 2 wars into 7, we kind of turn into Republicans. So maybe we should turn back into Democrats and let's say we don't take corporate money at the DNC. Turns out DNC members voted down a corporate money ban. That's what they did. So I think that was probably worse than choosing Tom Perez. So that's the donors. They have a stranglehold on the Democratic Party. And they're not letting go. And they don't give a shit. Remember, the establishment Democrats would rather lose to a Republican than let a progressive win. I'm not making that up. Democratic National Committee members last Saturday, voted down a resolution that would have reinstated former President Barack Obama's ban on corporate political action committee donations to the party. Resolution 33, introduced by DNC Vice Chair Christine Pelosi. She introduced it. Look at that. Would also have forbidden, quote, registered federal corporate lobbyists from serving as DNC chair-appointed at-large members. Sounds easy enough. Hey, if you want to put a pretty face on we're really making changes, that seems like we could go back to what Barack Obama did. That seems pretty easy. And they can't even do that. They can't even do that. They won't even go back. They're wiped out. They just lost to Donnie Tynehands, and they can't even go back to what Barack Obama did. That's how corrupted they are. That's how the gears are working. It's because they're completely beholden to their donors. That's who voted for Tom Perez. Obama, as the party's presidential nominee in 2008, banned contributions from political action committees as well as from lobbyists. Former DNC Debbie Wasserman Schultz quietly lifted the ban ahead of the 2016 election. Bob Mullen, a DNC member from Chico, California, was one of the bill's most vocal opponents and helped lead a successful effort to table the resolution for further review on Friday. So here's a guy, Bob Mulholland from Chico. He wants corporate buy. Bring the lobby. Bring those things we're supposed to be fighting. Bring them in. Bring them inside the tent. Make us just like the people we're supposed to be opposing. And then be shocked when you lose. He argued that the ban would handicap Democrats at a time when they need all the resources they can muster. Hey, guess what? The Democrats weren't handicapped last time. And they're wiped out. So maybe taking that corporate lobbyist money is the handicap. Do you ever think about that? Because it skews your whole fucking reason for being. Hillary Clinton outspent Donnie Tynehands 2-1, and she lost. Again, this whole idea that the Democrats, and we talked about it when I interviewed Thomas Frank, Listen Liberal, is that the Democrats, their whole reason for doing this corporate money shit, for Bill Clinton getting in bed with Wall Street, the military-industrial complex, and Big Pharma, the whole reason Chuck Schumer said, screw the workers, the working class, the white worker, we're going to pick up Republicans in the suburb. That's our strategy. The whole reason for doing that is that you're going to win. The whole reason for getting in bed like the Republicans with big business and Wall Street is because you're going to win. But you're not winning. This fucking theory has been blown out of the water. Money doesn't equal win. The Democrats have been taking corporate money since 1992 and before, and they're getting their ass handed to them. They lost to Donald Trump. So I can't believe people still say this stuff. That's crazy. But it's not crazy if you're a lobbyist, or you want to be a lobbyist, or you work for a corporation, or you want to take the corporation money, or someday you want to work there, or you want to work in a think tank that takes the corporate money, that wants to influence the DNC. It's one big capitalistic gangbang, and they're all taking part, and that's what this is about. Just a reminder that Republicans control all three branches of government right now. All three branches. That's the guy who wants to keep taking corporate money. That's his big. I just want to remind you that you're able to take corporate money and you fucking lost. Okay? How stupid. We do not have a president in the White House, Mulholland said. I'm not a member of Mother Teresa's sister's organization. I'm a member of the Democratic Party. And you're completely bought and sold by corporations, you dummy. And I can't imagine why.
I was at one of those corporate gangbangs once.
And?
Everybody just wanted to fuck me up the ass.
I'm glad we took time off for that joke. We do not.
Cut it out.
Why is he dragging Mother Teresa into this?
Yeah, I was wondering that analogy too. I
was trying to say, like, you guys are too pure. That's what that is.
Yeah,
I don't belong to a purity organization. I'm a politician trying to win. You lost. Your way of doing things lost.
Yeah, he really should have thought that through, though.
Yeah.
I'm not part of a group that tries to help people. I'm a Democrat. Like, oh, that's branding. Need some work there.
Well put, Ron. I'm not a part of an organization that helps people. I'm a Democrat.
His words. His words.
New York DNC member Stuart Applebaum, a co-sponsor of the resolution, insisted that it was crucial for voters to believe the DNC is accountable to them and not corporate interests. It is crucial. They don't think that. This resolution provides us an important opportunity to send a message to the people of the country as to our values. It is not something new. We operated this way for 7 years, Applebaum added, referring to the Obama-era ban. It's not. Resolution 33 appears to be narrower than the ban on contributions from lobbyists and PACs imposed by Obama, explicitly banning donations from only corporate PACs. So this rule that they're proposing isn't even as broad as the one Barack Obama had implemented. It's narrower than that, and they still voted it down. Because we'd rather lose to a Republican than win with a progressive. We'd rather lose to a Republican than stop taking our Wall Street money. We'd rather lose to a Republican than stop taking the big pharma money. That's what this is. This isn't about winning. This is about keeping a corporate cash flow going. It's not about winning because you're losing doing that. And they know they're losing, and they're okay with that. They're more okay with losing than they are with winning to a progressive. Ellison told Huffington Post in January that he would reinstate Obama's ban on lobbyist donations. He subsequently walked back the promise, vowing only to make sure the measure was seconded and debated by the DNC's executive committee. That's what he said. We played that video on. He said, we're going to have a vote. We're Democrats. I'm not going to make a decision. We're going to vote about it. So if we vote to be sellouts and be corrupted by corporate money, I'm going to go along with it. And he is. That's how bad the Democrats are. They're big, progressive, Keith Ellison, corporatist. He's talking, whatever, I'll go along. Does that bother anybody else?
Yeah, the whole thing's super upsetting. It's just ridiculous. It's like you keep saying. I mean, they aren't Democrats. They're just Republicans with a different name.
Yeah, I agree.
But it's so nice watching them all be besties. I mean, come on. That's unity for all of us to learn from. I feel good.
I do. I love it when Tom Perez and Keith Ellison go and do interviews together.
They need to get bracelets.
They should. They should. His chief opponent, former Labor Secretary Tom Perez, declined to say whether he supports the idea of such a ban. So there you go. And you wonder what's wrong with the Democrats? He won't
even take a stand.
He won't even take a stand.
One way or the other. Just make a decision. That's your job. Your job is to make a decision.
Well, why do you think he won't make a stand? Because his stand is obviously the wrong thing.
Correct.
Transparency. That's his answer.
Yeah, that's their answer is transparency.
Transparent. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to do another story on that about how that's how they think they're going to fix everything with transparency. So this is still more of the problem. Hey, Democrats, what'd you learn? We learned we need to keep taking corporate money and be just like the establishment, the thing that everyone hates. That's what we learned. Hey, the next live Jimmy Dore show is March 4th. That's a Saturday. Get your tickets right below. The next one after that is March 20th. The shows sell out really fast, so get your tickets right now. Links right there.